We're hitting the road for a week-long road trip to Canberra, which neither of us have really been to before, and some of you might be thinking it doesn't take a week to get from Melbourne to Canberra, and well, you're absolutely right. But I think the best part about road trips are that they can take as long as you want them to take. You can stop as many times as you please. Sure, it might take you 6 days to complete what should be a 7-hour drive, but like all good road trips, it's about the things you get up to along the way that make the journey great. And I would say we're on a budget, but that completely goes out the window by the end of this trip, but I'll let you see that for yourself. Good morning, we are getting ready for the day, and of course it's raining, but we're officially back on the road, so I guess we have no choice but to make the most of it.
We are starting off the journey in Seymour. The plan for the day is to get to Wangaratta, but you know the way that we like to do things on this channel. It's not just a straight shot there. We're gonna try and find some fun things to do along the way. Hopefully, one of the things that we're gonna get in is add to Jamie's list of seeing something big.
If you're confused, I'll explain more later.
Not only that, there's a few historic sites that we want to see. And then to top it all off, we want to get in a round or two of frisbee golf along the way. Never played it. I'm not sure if Jamie's ever played it either. The problem is, we don't have any frisbees. So we're gonna need to find and acquire some frisbees before we can actually do this thing. That's the general plan of the day. You know these things never go the way they're meant to. It's already raining. Yesterday was 35 degrees and sunny. Today, nice and wet, plenty of rain. So that just tells me that we are off to a classic van life road trip adventure where anything could happen along the way. Who knows what's gonna be closed? Who knows what's gonna be open? Who knows what roads are gonna be shut down? Let's find out. Oh, and also, I am sure you are aware with our setup, but if this is your first time here, we run this entire van off just a portable Bluetti power station, which works really, really well. We love that thing. However, we do charge it while we're driving, and we've only got about an hour and a half on the road today overall, and when it's hot, that fridge sucks up a ton of power. So we'll see how we go with the electricity on the road as well. Welcome to the Big 4 Seymour Holiday Caravan Park. As you can see, it's pretty empty. These are all the unpowered sites, but this is one of your classic Big 4s when you see on the road. It's got a nice bathroom block. The landscape is very nice and clean and tidy. There's a whole bunch of unpowered sites, but not only that, there's cabins, there's a kitchen camping area, there's a kids playground. This is one of the ones that doesn't have a pool, but it has got great river access to the Goulburn River. There is a boat ramp right next to the caravan park. There is a nice little gate to walk through, even though you can't get your cars through. We have seen people camping here that have a boat, so I think they just take it out of the caravan park and go around. Camp kitchen, nice, clean. There's a pizza oven in there as well, which is stunning. It's open from about, we were in there at 8 o'clock this morning. It says it opens at 10 o'clock, but 9 o'clock, but we were in there at 8 o'clock this morning, and it closes at about 10:30 at night. There are fires allowed in this place, I guess at certain times of the year, because there were people that had campfires last night. Overall, this is your classic Big 4. It's great, somewhere family friendly, easy to bring the kids.
Hello. I'm clearly getting distracted. I don't care about frisbees, but there's so much Christmas decor. I'm very excited.
You stay focused. We're here to get frisbees.
Yep.
This has frisbees in it. But you've got to set up your own frisbee golf course.
I think he's found something.
That's what I'm saying. It's $12. And these are dog frisbees, not real frisbees.
It's the same thing. Flying disc. That's exactly what we need. All right, frisbees, check.
Frisbees acquired. Now we just have to play frisbee golf, which is the last stop of the day.
In the rain?
Well, hopefully it won't be raining. But if it's going to be an intense, rain, dramatic scene, frisbee golf scene, it is what it is.
I did not sign up for this. Let this serve as a little foreshadowing moment for later in the series. We're getting this.
Okay. Be careful, lad.
As we've passed Seymour, this is somewhere that we've noticed quite a bit. It's kind of hard not to notice it. It's a memorial for all the service people that have lost their lives, particularly in the Vietnam War, but from all of Seymour. As you walk across this drive, or drive along it, but it is designed to be a walk, you'll see tanks and cannons and a giant helicopter and more tanks. But what is so telling about this walk is that the tiles on the ground are littered with the names of the people who were from Seymour that served in these battles. And then it finishes here at the center of the walk, and every single one of these panels behind me is telling a story of a particular battle where these people lost their lives fighting in it.
It is still raining and we have a lot to see today, so let's just hope that this weather doesn't get in the way. But one of the things I'm really excited for this road trip is Australia has these things sprinkled around the country called the big things, and they're like different things like a koala, banana, like all different animals, food themes. There's all different themes to these things, and there just so happens to be a few of them along this road trip, so I'm really excited to see some of them because I don't know why it excites me so much, but it does. We're not getting to the big things just yet, but we are at our first location, so let's get into it.
If you're not from Australia, you might not know who this bloke is. This guy is Ned Kelly, and I find Victoria's fascination with Ned Kelly to be very surprising to me. Ned Kelly is an old school bandit, police shooter, criminal, bank robber, bushman, and the Victorian people love him because of his spirit of telling the government to go stuff themselves, which I find very shocking because the Victorian people love listening to the police and their government. But all over the state of Victoria, Ned Kelly is sort of personified as this hero of criminality and going into the bush and doing what you want. And this town is where he grew up. And this armor of Ned Kelly that is so representative of him, oh, there's a spider right there. And this armor that is so representative of him is the armor that he wore as his last stand with the famous shootout with police. But what makes all of this so interesting is that right here is where Ned Kelly grew up and went to school. And his first act of heroism happened here at this bridge. And when Ned was 9 years old and the rest of the school was down here playing, a 7-year-old was in the waters underneath this bridge at the creek and started to drown in the swollen, rushing river. Well, young Ned, who was 9 at the time, waded out and pulled the kid out of the water and saved him. And this town awards Ned with this green sash that he absolutely loved and admired because it was representative of what he thought he was in his own mind, this local Robin Hood-esque hero. And he wore that same green sash underneath that armor at his last stand. And we're on that bridge right now where he saved that kid.
As someone who did not grow up here, I always thought Ned Kelly was like this hero, like, I don't know. I didn't think that he was a criminal, and when I learned that, I was like, what the heck? Because he's everywhere. I've seen chocolates in the grocery store, Ned Kelly chocolates. Like, it's just so wild to me. Not to say that America doesn't have its weirdness. This is just one of them that I've seen in Australia. I don't know if you've seen the weather report for this week, but it was forecasted to be really hot all week. We've packed warm clothes, shorts, dresses, singlets, and it's just cold and raining today. And it's just wild because last night we did not sleep well because it was so hot in the van. We were sweating, we had all our fans on, and now we're freezing. And I'm wearing my only warm clothes that I brought.
It was 36 degrees yesterday.
And now I'm literally freezing. It's raining. So, once again, the weather has turned on us. We have to take advantage of every opportunity we have to get out of the van. It's spitting rain right now, but it's not too bad. There's a nice nature walk that goes around the little pond. I don't know what it is. It has a pump and it was just making this really weird noise and it scared me. But so we won't be going in that water to do a cold dip. But it's nice. It's a nice walk. It would be nicer if it wasn't spitting rain on us right now, but it's a good spot to come and stretch your legs if you have a long driving day. But I'm just way too tired if I'm being honest. My lack of sleep is kicking my ass right now. I'm just struggling, so poor Doug has to deal with that.
Also, what's really nice about the Euroa Arboretum is that the entire walk and landscape is designed to bring back the native flora and fauna, because so much of this area we're only about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Melbourne. So much of this area that is close to Melbourne has just been turned into kilometre after kilometre after kilometre of farmland. So this whole area is sort of blocked off, fenced off. There's a nice walking trail that goes around the outside. The entire walking trail is littered with little picnic grounds. And then connected to it as well is also a native plant nursery that is open during the winter months. So it is closed right now, but that does mean that this whole site has become a bit of a preservation area for native flora and fauna, and then therefore the animals that come and feed off it. It's really nice. Personally for me, Euroa's always had a weird place in my heart, because my dad's best friend had a farm up here. And
the bug flew in my hair.
Jamie's being attacked by bugs again. So my dad's best friend growing up, he had a farm in Euroa, and the family came up there all the time, pretty much had the key to the place, got to treat it as their own. But it's where me and my brother learned how to drive, because he didn't farm anything. He just had a back paddock and an old 1970s Datsun. The keys were always left in, and me and my brother could just bang that thing around the farm as much as we wanted, until one day we eventually flipped it.
And that explains Doug's driving skills.
It's cool, they've got bird lookouts set up around the place as well. And it tells you what sorts of birds are in the wetland area. And you can just catch them all like Pokemon.
Oh, you think that's a leaf? That is not a leaf. That's a bone. Oh my god, that's another piece of the bone. What is going on here? What is going on? Kangaroo, maybe?
Unsolved mysteries. We've decided that it is time for a country pie.
Look at this dog.
I see the dog. Hopefully Jamie doesn't eat us out of our bank account again with her love for this country pie. Hashtag Marysville.
Another day, another pie.
Sambo for me. I don't know why, but I was feeling a light salad sambo. I think I'm still feeling the heat from yesterday.
I'm tired.
All
Right, we're back in the van, nice and toasty. Even though it is a bit muggy in the van, it's nice and cool outside now. So I will take it. Hopefully we get a nice cool night and I can get much better sleep, because I am struggling today, you guys. So please, if I look like I'm struggling, it's because I am. And I can't.
A 36-degree day in a van, it will drain you.
Yeah, 36 degrees at 36 years old. It's not a vibe.
All right.
A meat pie. To be honest, this looks like what I expected Marysville gourmet pies to look like, but this just looks like a standard typical pie. My hopes are not high. My life will never be the same after Marysville. So am I going to enjoy this? Probably. Is it going to be up there with the Marysville pie? I doubt it, but I'm gonna eat it. I can already tell you right now, the crust is just a generic crust, and my heart is broken.
It's a chicken and salad sandwich. What do you want?
Ew, it has beetroot. Oh my god, that's so gross. Oh, so in Australia, they say like chicken and salad sandwich. In the States, we wouldn't say like chicken and salad. We would like say like chicken sandwich, and it would come with like lettuce, tomato. We don't use salad like when we're talking about sandwiches. Salad is like its own dish.
Thing, yeah.
But when they're talking about like, the only time we use it for a sandwich is like a tuna sandwich. The only time we use it for a sandwich is like a tuna salad sandwich. But that's like mushed up tuna with mayo and maybe like pickles or celery or like a chicken salad sandwich in the US is not that.
Yeah, right.
A chicken salad sandwich is like canned chicken, like mixed up, or it doesn't have to be canned, but it's like chicken mixed up with like mayo and celery or pickles with like herbs and stuff.
Yeah, right. Get your cafeteria chicken sandwich salad.
It's basic.
It ain't no meat bun from the city, that's for sure.
All right, we just pulled over. I think we found our first big thing. Wasn't on any of our research lists. I think it counts as one of the big things. It's so big. Welcome to the Big Magpie.
That's horrifying. Magpies swoop.
Yeah. If you don't know, a lot of Australians are terrified of birds, which I learned since moving here, and it's because of these guys. They will swoop you in the spring, and it is spring season, but they're relentless. They're relentless. You gotta look up magpie swooping season on the internet, and you will see lots of kids getting chased on their bikes by these guys. That's a big bird.
Has it got a poop hole?
No poop hole, no cloaca.
No cloaca? It looks angry.
They always do. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the start of this trip has been rough. With a severe lack of sleep, we are struggling. Today is feeling more like a real push through the mud, and all we want to do right now is get to camp, get dry, and try again tomorrow. But the day is young, and there's still a couple of things to see and do on our list for today, so we're gonna keep pushing. All right, it might still be raining, but we have officially made it to our next big thing. Come check it out. Oh, we do have an umbrella. Should have used that.
You gonna get it?
No, it's too late now. We're here now. The Big Ned Kelly.
This is it. All right, this is the Big Ned Kelly. Check out his armor. Jamie, tilt the camera upwards. That's him. That's Ned Kelly. Again, look at that bucket helmet. That is an iconic image of telling the police to go and shove it up themselves. This is Glenrowan, where Ned Kelly made his final stand in an epic shootout at a pub with the police, and that pub is just over there. Welcome to Doug and Jamie's first ever disc golf tournament. Maybe. There's meant to be a disc golf course here. There's a leisure centre here. Apparently it's behind it. We'll find out. I've never played disc golf before, so I don't know what to look for. Jamie's pumped though.
I'm not. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. I'm ready to get a good night's sleep. It's nice and cool, so I'm hoping for some better sleep for DJ tonight.
I think we'll get some sleep after we move our bodies a bit. Get in some exhilarating throws. See who can do it the quickest.
It ain't gonna be me. I'll tell you that now. No need to play. I'll tell you right now, you're gonna win. All right, time to go. Let's go to camp.
The loser has to stay up for an hour and give the other person a foot rub while they fall asleep.
I am not touching your feet. I could not lose enough bets for me to touch those claws.
The claws.
Wow, guys, Doug actually put shoes on.
I know, I'm walking
He's
shoes.
really in the competitive spirit.
I'm serious, I put on my trainers. We found it. Disc Golf Park. 9 epic holes. Hole length. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so what we got here is, it tells you how many meters each hole is, meters of walking, and how many throws you should get it in, which is the par. You know, much like golf, you got to get a certain amount of swings in. This is sick. I'm excited. Jamie's excited. You excited?
No.
It's rain's turned up. We might just play 1 or 2 holes. We'll see. So apparently we're right here, and we're shooting between the trees over there somewhere.
Well, I see that yellow thing over there. What's that?
That's one of the nets.
All I know is the grass is so tall over here, I don't really feel comfortable. Like, this is all freshly mowed, nice and flat. There's one of the baskets is over there, but I don't see any other baskets. Did they just give up on it and they were like, no one uses this? Also, when I was sitting on my balcony at home, a little fly flew into my ear canal. Like, it was going at like 100 kilometers. Clipped right into my eardrum. Now I'm just like really like freaking out You know, like I'm an extra paranoid. I feel like it's in my ear canal and it's laying eggs in my brain. So, you know, that's going on behind the scenes, okay? So if I'm like swatting flies a little bit more violently than normal, that's why, because there's one in my brain.
So essentially, when you pull up to the leisure centre, the car park will be on the right. Just walk all the way around the back of the leisure centre towards the footy oval, and right between the footy oval and the leisure centre, there is that disc golf start course area. Now, when it comes to the actual disc golf itself, there's meant to be 9 holes here. I could only find 2 of the buckets, so we're just gonna try and hit it in 6 2-hole only course. It'll be fun.
Can we get a live demonstration?
Of course.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I was gonna try and get it into the top part.
No, apparently they hit the chains so they fall flat.
Right.
So all you've got to do is aim for the chains.
Right.
It's free.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good start.
Oh, almost took the camera.
Sorry, camera. Oh, we both failed this hole.
This is our third go.
Yeah, attempt 3.
Attempt 3. Woo! I won!
I won 1.
I won! All right, now time for bucket number 2. We have 3 attempts to get this one in. We both failed with the 2 attempts. Let's see how we go 3.
Oh no! That's great. That's great. Score update. This is Jamie's 4th attempt at getting it in the bucket.
Oh my god!
I'm on the 3rd. I think she threw a disc golf into the world's biggest ant nest. Grab the camera.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's covered in ants. The disc is, it's theirs now. Oh my god, it's theirs now. This whole dark patch, that's ants. That's, oh my god. Wait, use a stick? Oh my god. Why? Dad, I'm freaking. I'm not okay.
You have got to get in there. You've got to play it. You've got to play it. This is where you have to shoot from. In here. Get in the ant nest.
I looked down and I was like, I saw death. Oh my god.
Oh, there's one in your shoe. Stop moving.
Please,
stop
everyone,
moving.
everyone help me.
Stop moving. All right, I got it. Stand back. Get back. Oh, they're on my shoe.
Oh my god, they're all over his shit.
Oh, they're all over me.
Oh my god, we gotta go. Get the tripod, we gotta go. Wrap it up.
All right,
I can't breathe.
We're done. Okay, check your shoes.
I just looked over and they were on his pants.
Oh, there's one in my shoe.
This one in his shoe. Oh my god, this one.
On me.
On your pants?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many. I see them. Doug, you might have to take your pants off. There's one right there. Near your ankle. Near the front of your ankle. Oh god.
Oh, stop biting.
They're biting him. He's gripped on for life.
I know. Disc golf went well. Today's going so good. So good.
Just so you know, these aren't the little, just like house ants. These are big ants and they bite. And they're biting. I'm surprised I think one bit me on my ankle. Oh my god, there's still so many on his pants. Oh my god, I'm freaking. Oh my god. I gotta get my disc. Considering that all the ants went into his pants and not mine, I think I won here. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Careful.
One got on me.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're all here, that's why.
That's their hole?
Yeah.
He dragged it to their main hole.
Oh, there's so many.
Do you need help? Let me get a stick. Let me get a stick.
Right, last 2 throws.
What'd you say?
Last 2 throws.
You're still gonna finish? He still wants to finish the game, guys. Just don't get it in the ant's nest. Nice.
Thank God I didn't come in shorts this time.
What are the chances? And your thongs? Can you imagine?
I know.
You would be.
This is the only time I've put shoes on today. I'll never forget these.
These are gonna bring a lot of fond memories of this trip.
Not a bad game when you're not in an ant's nest.
What a game. We've arrived at camp for the night. We have a field of kangaroos in front of us. I just put the kettle on. We are cozying up for the night and just gonna soak it in. There's absolutely zero reception here, and we are the only ones here, so we're gonna enjoy this. We're definitely gonna enjoy this because it's been one of those days.
It's a lovely spot.
Yeah.
It really is. I can't wait to take you guys on a tour in the morning. Hopefully it's not raining in the morning.
I do have pants on. I'm wearing shorts actually.
She does.
So I have shorts on. Okay. Bye. There's so many kangaroos.
It's cool, isn't it? Dinner has been served. Tonight we have pork sausages, some sort of potato salad, and Aldi couscous, which always comes in as a bomb side dish.
900 nautical miles. Voyage to Japan is indescribable.
I'm squatting down by the front of the van because I don't want to scare them. We are surrounded by a pack of kangaroos, and they're very close to us. They're just around the other side of the van.
We have woke up in a very cloudy national park.
Very cloudy. But the rain has finally stopped, hopefully. There has been a little pitter-patter this morning. It rained all day yesterday.
All night.
All night. There's still a few drops today, but hopefully today's going to be a little bit of a drier day.
As usual, we've only packed stuff for hot weather. So the only pants Doug have are his pajama pants, his sweatpants. So we might have to go into town and get a couple of warmer outfits.
On a personal note, we had a revelation that we have all this storage space under the bed. But you know when you go camping all the time, you get that feeling of like, am I overpacking? Am I overpacking? The weather says it's going to be this.
Yeah.
We're never, ever trusting the forecast ever again. There is no such... We're overpacked when underneath the bed is full.
Yeah.
That is when we are now overpacked.
We have all this storage underneath the whole length of our bed that we just put like maybe an extra blanket, a pillow, and there's so much room in there, and our beach bags under there. We could fit a duffel bag with like emergency opposite weather clothes. So when it's not if, when the Melbourne weather decides to lie to us, we will have extra clothes under the bed. And it just feels so not necessary.
I know.
That's the annoying part. It's like...
The forecast said 5 days of 30 degrees.
And
or
so
thereabouts.
we prepared for 5 days of 30 degrees, and we thought that we were being good by packing one chilly morning outfit.
It's all good.
I'm sure you guys are so sick of hearing us complain about how the weather has...
Done the opposite of what it said.
Yeah.
I still had a pretty great day yesterday. I did not realize that we would end up at Ned Kelly's school, but also the place that he decided to have his shootout in the last day, especially considering he went all over this state, and where he grew up and where he died was about 20 minutes apart. That is pretty crazy.
It's wild. It's a wild story, which we hopefully one day will do a series about.
I'm still willing to give disc golf another chance. Yeah. Maybe not in an ant's nest, maybe a different field. How did you feel about disc golf?
Listen, once I actually understood it, I was like, oh, okay, I could get around it. But then the ants came and I was like, I'm done.
Maybe Canberra has a disc golf course.
Yeah, we'll see.
We can redeem it by the end of the series. Epic series finale. One last disc golf game. Hey?
Yeah, on the way back. Our biggest struggle yesterday, I think, was exhaustion. There was a point where we thought that we would have to pull over so that Doug could just close his eyes for like 10, 15 minutes because we were both we did not sleep in that heat. So
I started to get that road hypnosis and I knew I was like,
Yeah.
I saw on the Google Maps we were about 5 minutes out of town when I started to get the road hypnosis. I was like, we can make it back to town, but after we get to town, I might need to find a car park and just have a 10, 15 minute power nap. Instead, I had an energy drink and pressed on.
like he got out, stretched his legs, and like that seemed to help, but I still was pushing for us to go take a little mini nap because it's just not worth it getting on these roads, and especially with the weather being sporadic, you just never know. Going forward, we'd rather be safe than sorry and get a good night's sleep. If we're going to be up all night, it's going to throw the whole day off. So if that means staying in a caravan park where we have power or like booking into a cheap hotel, something like that, I don't know what's going to happen. We always beat ourselves up because we want to provide camping stuff and we like to share that stuff. We also like to share other stuff, and we've shared, us staying in hostels and Airbnbs and all of that kind of stuff. So I think that we need to get out of our own head. Like, this channel is about us sharing our adventures, and they're not always going to be in the van, and they're not always going to be with camping. And sometimes we beat ourselves up about it because we know a large amount of our audience is here for the camping stuff. But it's just not worth it for our safety and our enjoyment of doing this, because if we're not enjoying it, then what's the point? You know what I mean? So that all of that was going on behind the scenes yesterday. But we pushed through. We got way better sleep today, so I'm excited to see how day 2 goes.
I think we got a solid 8 hours.
Yeah. We went to sleep like the sun was still up. Sorry, I thought I saw a kangaroo, but so many kangaroos here. And I can't believe we still have it all to ourselves. I don't know if it came through on the camera, but we were really not having the best day.
Yesterday, this episode, guys, this was episode 0. The road trip to Canberra starts now. Subscribe because episode 1 next week. The real road trip to Canberra.
We hope you enjoyed the episode. Let us know what your favorite part was. What emoji should we have them leave in the comments?
A frisbee. If there is any disc-shaped emoji,
what
chuck it in the
emojis?
comments to see if you... The ants.
Ants.
Put an ant emoji.
Drop an ant emoji
if you made it to the end of the episode. And let us know down there in the comments your favorite disc golf story. When did you learn about it? Have you played it? Is this the first time you've experienced the epic joy that is disc golf, throwing a disc into the air out in the sun? Doesn't it sound fun? Put your favorite disc golf life moment down in the comments as well. I can't wait to hear them. I'm about it now. I might start another channel. Dougie's Disc Golf.
Drop the ant in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we hope to see you tuning in to next week's video of our Canberra road trip series. If you don't want to wait till next week to see our faces on your screen, we've got plenty of videos, plenty of playlists. We got lots of road trip series, so go check one of them out. Our last road trip series, what was it? Marysville. Go check out our Marysville series. We had fun with it. The weather... If you think this was bad, go check out the Marysville series, okay? There were a lot of fallen trees. Okay.
Yesterday on the road, we passed the Great Alpine Road, and we have a whole playlist for that, so check out the Great Alpine Road series. It's a bloody cracker of a series, mate.
You're going to love it. With that, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we hope to see you tuning in next week. Bye!